Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick and important information being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Mysterious fireballs spotted over Japan videos. Now, this was an article that was uploaded from RT.com, as you see up there. And what do we see right here? We see fireballs traveling amidst the night sky up in Japan. Okay, now the reason why people are seeing fireballs and meteorites and comets, and to further confirm that these are fireballs or meteorites, is that whenever you see a meteorite or a comet or whatever fireball traveling through the sky, it normally leaves behind a trail of fire and smoke. Now, if you see a bright light or something, like I've seen twice before in the past with my own two eyes, you know, those are chariots. Okay, well, whenever you see a bright light, a bright orb up in the sky that's traveling at high speed, but you do not see any trail of fire or smoke behind the light that's traveling through the sky, that's a chariot, a so-called UFO. Okay, so we know that meteorites, comets, fireballs, whenever they are traveling through the air, the atmosphere of the earth, they usually leave behind fire and smoke. They usually leave behind a trail of fire and smoke as they're traveling through the sky. But chariots, what the world calls UFOs, do not leave behind a trail of fire and smoke when traveling through the sky. Okay, so, I just wanted to get that out of the way. But the reason why people are seeing meteorites and comets traveling through the sky is because these are signs. Okay, now before I bring that out, for edification's sake, let's bring out 2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 4. No direct matches for your keywords. What are you talking about? Second Esdras chapter 9. I'll just type in 9 verse 1 and see what happens here. Okay, and then let's do this. Okay. So let's start at verse 5 here. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. You see that? So the end is manifest. And how is the end manifested by? The end is manifested by the various signs which the Heavenly Father give from above. Okay, signs in the sky, in the moon, in the sun, in the midst of the stars. Okay, these are various signs given to us from the Heavenly Father Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai, to let us know what time and seasons that we are in. Like it says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, I have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So, of the times and seasons. So these are signs given to us to let us know what time we're living in. And we're living in a time where the Edomites are about to lose their rulership. Okay, they're about to lose their dominion, their sovereignty, which is where Revelation 12 verse 12 come in. Therefore rejoice ye heavens. Okay. Just roughly paraphrasing, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And when you look up that word devil, you'll find out that it goes back to the Greek word diabolus and back to the Latin word diabolos. Now, diabolus means a slanderer, a persecutor. That's what these so-called white people do to us day and night. And that's starting with the so-called elites, okay? They slander us, they persecute us, they put all manner of wickedness in front of us, and then they persecute us to the Heavenly Father. Here it is, you put cigarettes in our neighborhood, but then you're going to go complain to the Heavenly Father that our people smoking cigarettes. But wait a minute, whose idea was it to put the cigarettes in our neighborhoods to begin with? You see, the Heavenly Father sees everything, which is why in the book of Sirach, the 23rd chapter, and I believe the 19th verse, it tells you that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man and considering their most secret parts. So, right here, we are given signs. Now, what did the Lord say concerning the signs? Well, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1. We'll just start here. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. The Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So we're not supposed to be dismayed at the signs of heaven. So let's see. Let's type in dismayed definition. So dismayed, okay? Google.com.
Dismay.
It says to cause someone to feel consternation and distress. So what is consternation? What is consternation? Feelings of anxiety or dismay, typically at something unexpected. So feelings of anxiety or dismayed. And anxiety is like, what's the best way to describe anxiety? Anxiety is like when you're nervous and you're shaky at the same time. Think of it as, like for an example, you might have just watched a scary movie at a movie theater, right? And you're walking in, you went back home, you think you're the only one there, but then a family member decides to pull a prank on you. And as soon as you turn on the lights, rah! Scares the fuck out of you. Well, not necessarily scare the fuck out of you, but give you a jump scare to where you feel your heart racing. You're nervous, you're shaking, because it was not something you was expecting. Just like what we see down here, horrify. You know, like you might watch a horror movie, and in some of these horror movies, right? The main protagonist may open up a closet or something, and a dead body might fall out. You know, basically startling the person damn near to death. You know, scaring the person. So you know, horrify, shock. You know, another word for shock is to surprise. See, like we see right here, surprise, frightened. See that? Frightened, scare, daunt, unsettle. So I mean, knock for 6. You see that? Alarm, throw off balance. That's what happens when you give somebody a jump scare. You catch them off guard. Okay. So the Lord told our people not to be dismayed. Don't be shocked. Don't be consternated at the signs of heaven. Why? For the heathen are dismayed at them. Why? Right. Well, why would the heathen be dismayed at them? Because the secrets of the scriptures were given to our people, the Israelites. That's why we knew about the chariots back then. Okay? Hell, when we was walking in the wilderness after coming out of the land of Egypt, was not Yahushua guiding us in the wilderness in what the world calls a so-called UFO? How else did we have light at night? It gets really dark out in the wilderness. Okay? So Yahushua was traveling in what the world calls a UFO, right? So when you see meteorites and comets traveling through the sky, that shouldn't dismay you. It shouldn't catch you off guard. You know, a lot of our people, whenever they see so-called chariots, not so-called chariots, whenever our people see so-called UFOs up in the sky, you know, they start to bug out. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Well, what the fuck is that? What is that? What? Oh my. You see? You see? So you're not supposed to be dismayed whenever you see, you know, so-called UFOs up in the sky. Okay? Excuse me. So, let's go back here. Okay? Let's go back to 2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested." You see that? Verse 6. "Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects." You see that? Endings in effects. And what? And signs. You see right here. And signs. And what is this right here? This is a sign. A sign of what? Hell's about to break loose on the earth. So I'm just going to hit the back button here. Okay, and then I'm going to read. Let's check out that video. So would you look at that? 144,000 views. Call Halayim La, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Call Halayim La, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Barakada Yahweh, Barakada Yahweh Shai. Okay. This video's got 144,000 views. Telling you, man, we're at the end of Esau Edom's empire. So, excuse me. Here we go. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs. You see that? There shall be signs. Where? In the sun and in the moon. Okay? So, you know, there's still strange phenomenon, sightings of things happening on the sun. You know, we had a blood moon not too long ago. I believe, where was I? Yeah, I remember seeing some strange shit that one night when I was heading out to work. I wanted to record it, but the sky was literally glowing off and on. Like, it was just, like, it would light on, it would light up, and then it would just light off repeatedly. I attempted to record it on my phone that one time, but my bus had showed up, so I didn't really have enough time to do it. I don't know. I guess the spirit was not on me, but there was also another scenario where I believe the moon was it the moon or was it the sun? Like, the sun was still up in the sky, but it was like orange, and you could actually look at it too. Like, it didn't hurt your eyes. It was weird. And then there was another scenario where the moon, which was much bigger than it normally was. So you see, these are all signs of the times that we are living in. So there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. Okay? And in the moon and in the stars and in the stars. What do you see traveling in the midst of the stars? Comets, meteorites, asteroids, so-called UFOs, what the Holy Scriptures clearly calls chariots, clouds, flying rolls, a pillar of fire. Okay, so it says, and in the stars. So there shall also be signs in the stars. You see that? And upon the earth, distress of nations. Are there not riots and protests going on all over the earth? Of course there is. With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. You know, there's been a lot of tsunami warnings lately. Okay, floods happening. So, hopefully the point has been made. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom. It's on to the next one.